Hey there, music lovers, and welcome to the channel. Thank you for dropping by. And I want to talk about this new tune that Sammy Hagar dropped this week. It's with his band, The Circle, and it's called Trust Fund Baby. It's from their forthcoming debut album called Space Between. It's going to be out on May the 10th. Now, you may be wondering who The Circle is. This is not Chickenfoot. This is not the band with Joe Satriani. This is a band that Sammy's been playing with for the past couple of years that features Jason Bonham on drums. Of course, Jason is the son of John Bonham, the late drummer for Led Zeppelin. Jason has played with Led Zeppelin for their past couple of reunion shows. Really solid drummer, as you've probably seen. And also you got Vic Johnson on guitar. Vic's a great guitar player. He's played with Sammy for many years in his solo band. And then, of course, you've got Michael Anthony, formerly of Van Halen, on bass guitar. And so a very solid band here. They've really been more of a live band over the past couple of years. They even put out a live album, live DVD. It was really good. The reason why Hagar calls this band The Circle is because he feels like this has kind of brought him full circle. You know, this band can play everything that Sammy's done over the course of his career. You know, this band plays Montrose, which was Sammy's first band. They play his solo stuff. They play his years in Van Halen. And of course, being that you've got Jason Bonham in there, they're pulling from Led Zeppelin. So this band is really capable of getting in a lot of great classic rock. And they finally decided to hit the studio, put out an album. It's a concept album called Space Between. Not really sure what the album's about, but Sammy has said that the album needs to be listened to straight through and that you can't take the songs out of context. So, you know, I'm not really sure what this song, Trust Fund Baby, is all about. The lyrics are kind of like cliche, nothing really special there from what I can hear. But then again, it is out of context, so who knows what the hell's going on with this album. My first impression of the song is that it definitely rocks. The band sounds really good. It's just a bit generic. It doesn't sound like anything I haven't heard before, or maybe it is. That's the thing, is that the opening riff to Trust Fund Baby sounds an awfully lot like this song called I Got the Fire from Montrose's second album called Paper Money. Now, if you're not familiar, Montrose was the first band that Hagar was in, and their second album was called Paper Money from 1974. And there was a song on there called I Got the Fire. You go back and listen to that tune. I'm going to put a link to it below so you can check it out for yourself. Listen to the opening riff of I Got the Fire, and then go listen to the opening riff of Trust Fund Baby. They're pretty much exactly the same. A little bit changed, but it's pretty much the same riff. And it's kind of shocking that Hagar would rip himself off. Actually, that's not a song that Hagar wrote. So he's actually ripping off Ronnie Montrose. And then at about 2 minutes or so into the song, you get to this breakdown, which I think is the best part of the song. Now, there's a riff that I really like. To me, my favorite part of the song is the breakdown that comes at about 2 minutes in. Even that breakdown sounds a bit similar to the one that they used in the song called Oh Yeah by Chickenfoot. If you're familiar with that song, it kind of starts, that riff at 2 minutes starts the same way as the riff in Oh Yeah. And Oh Yeah sounds like Trust Fund Baby. They're both these choruses that you can kind of shout out. To me, the whole song kind of resembles Oh Yeah and I Got the Fire kind of rolled up into one. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I just hearing things? But to me, it sounds like a lot of recycled stuff. Nothing really new here. So I don't know. We'll have to see what the rest of the album holds. And you know, something else too is that I feel like Sammy Hagar is one of these guys. He needs to work with a great collaborator in order to come up with something really special. I don't know. I feel like his time in Van Halen, like those were his best years. Those were his best songs. And it's such a shame that he can't work with Eddie Van Halen again. That's probably never going to happen. I mean, from what I've been hearing, it seems like all the negativity towards Sammy has never been stronger in the Van Halen camp. Like, they hate him just as much now as they ever have. So I wouldn't expect him to get back with those guys at all. Unlike Michael Anthony, who at this point has got all these rumors swirling around. It's really been interesting to kind of watch this whole thing dance around us. You know, Michael Anthony is denying that he knows anything about a reunion, yet we're hearing now that Van Halen's manager, you know, sent a text to somebody, like a reliable source who will remain nameless, that it is going to be happening, a reunion of the original Van Halen this summer. But there's been no confirmation of anything. And of course, you know, Michael Anthony, even if he does know something, he's not going to say anything. And the stuff that he's been saying, you know, he says he hasn't had any communication with the band. But as we know, usually this kind of stuff is talk between managers. So it's possible that the managers are talking and Anthony is just waiting to find out where he's got to show up. There's so much going on there. But what's interesting is, you know, Sammy Hagar is getting ready to release this album, and it's possible that Michael Anthony might not be around to play it live. You know, the Circle, I know, is looking to do some live dates this year, but how will that be impacted by Michael Anthony taking off to play with Van Halen? You know, so lots of questions up in the air. Interesting to see where this all goes. And I want to know what you guys think. You know, what do you think about this whole thing with Michael Anthony rejoining Van Halen? But what do you think about this new song by The Circle called Trust Fund Baby? Can you hear the similarities to I Got the Fire, or is it just me? Can you hear the similarities to Oh Yeah? You know, what do you think? You're looking forward to the album, looking forward to a tour? Put it down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, hit that subscribe button too. And I'll be back soon with another video.